At a glance, this looks exactly like what it appears to be. A 27-inch office monitor sat on a stand with nothing more. Except look around it. There's just one cable powering this. No separate box tucked away anywhere in this shot. Every part of a full desktop PC with a Core i7, the memory and the storage is built into this panel. This is the MSI PRO AP272P 14M. And once we get inside it later on in this video, you'll see just how well MSI's hidden it. Hello folks, welcome back to Gadget Joe, and in for a review today is the Core i7 14700 configuration of MSI's PRO AP272P 14M. And in this video, we're going to talk about the design, the real spec sheet, the upgrade story that MSI is put in front and centre, and an actual look inside the chassis, alongside my own benchmark numbers across half a dozen testing suites, so you're getting the full picture, not just a marketing sheet. The PRO AP272P sits in MSI's business and productivity lineup, not their consumer modern series. MSI is pitching it at retail counters, digital signage, education, government and SMB deployments, the kind of places that buy 10 of these at once and expect them to still be serviceable in 5 years' time. And that context matters because it explains almost every design decision MSI's made here, especially the one we're going to be spending most of this video on. Physically, this is a 27-inch IPS panel on a toolless stand. It's adjustable for height and tilt, with a rear VESA mount if you'd rather bolt it to a wall than have it take up desk space at all. With the stand attached, the whole unit measures 613mm wide, 362mm deep, and 499mm tall, and it weighs about 7 kilograms. It's not as compact as, say, a laptop, obviously, but compare it to what it's replacing: a mid-tower case, a separate monitor, and a fistful of cables between them, then a 7-kilogram single unit that you can pick up with one hand and move it to another desk, or another office, another room. Suddenly looks genuinely portable for what it is. MSI backs that up with a super simple assembly design on this series specifically, so getting inside isn't a warranty gamble or a YouTube teardown special. It's legitimately meant to be opened. The chip in this particular review unit is the Intel Core i7 14700, a genuine 14th gen desktop processor, not a laptop part wearing a desktop badge. 20 cores split across 8 performance and 12 efficiency cores with 28 threads, a 2.1 GHz base clock and boost up to 5.4 GHz, sat on 33 megabytes of cache. That's a proper desktop CPU doing the work inside a chassis that's barely thicker than a standard monitor. It sits on an Intel H610 chipset, paired here with 16GB of DDR5 running at 5600 MHz in dual channel, across 2 SODIMM slots. Storage is a 1TB M.2 NVMe SSD as the boot drive, with a second 2.5-inch drive bay left free for whatever you want to add. Graphics duty falls to the integrated Intel UHD Graphics 770. There's no discrete GPU option on this line, so it is a productivity and office machine first, not a gaming rig. The display itself is a 27-inch IPS panel, full HD at 1920 by 1080, running at 100Hz rather than the usual 60, with a 178-degree viewing angle in both directions and 250 nits of brightness. MSI's Eyes Ergo package layers TUV certified anti-flicker, less blue light, and an anti-glare coating on top of it all. Now, 100Hz on a business all-in-one is genuinely nice to see, but it's worth being upfront here. This is still a 1080p panel on a 27-inch screen. So if you're expecting the pin-sharp density of a higher resolution display, that's not what you're getting here, and it's worth tempering expectations there. That said, having actually sat in front of it, the colours are plenty vibrant, as you can see, text is very legible, and for the professional, office-based use cases that MSI actually designed this unit for, it's more than adequate. This was never meant to be a creative reference monitor, and judge as what it is, it does the job phenomenally well. For sound, you've got a Realtek ALC897 codec driving 2 3-watt speakers with DTS audio processing, and a 2-megapixel 1080p IR webcam up top, and Windows Hello support built right in. Networking covers you both ways: Intel's i219V for gigabit wired LAN, and Intel's AX211 card for Wi-Fi 6E plus Bluetooth 5.3 wirelessly. Round the back, you've got a DisplayPort 1.4 out a HDMI 2.1 out, gigabit Ethernet, a Kensington lock slot, mic in and line out, 2 USB 2 Type A ports, 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port, and 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C port. Round the side, for anything you plug in day to day, there's a further 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A ports within easy reach. Traditionally, an all-in-one PC is a sealed box. Whatever spec you buy is the spec that you're stuck with for the life of a machine. No adding RAM 2 years down the line, no swapping in a bigger SSD when 1TB isn't enough anymore. You don't often get many options at all. MSI's built the Pro AP272P specifically to break that pattern. The simple design means the back panel is meant to come off, giving you access to both SODIMM slots, which supports up to 64GB of DDR5 total, 4 times what's fitted in the review unit. And then you've got the upgradable M.2 slot and the spare 2.5-inch bay for a second drive. That turns this from the all-in-one you buy once and live with into something closer to a genuine small footprint desktop PC that happens to have its own monitor built in. You're not locked into 16GB of RAM or a single terabyte of storage forever. You can grow this machine as your needs change without needing to replace the entire unit, and as a business user, that is ultimately rewarding. MSI's word for that is one thing, so I opened it up myself to see exactly how it holds up in practice. And I did exactly that. What's genuinely impressive here is that this isn't a monitor with a PC awkwardly bolted to the back. The entire system is built inside the standard monitor housing itself. Nothing bulges, nothing's been strapped on as an afterthought. Whoever laid this out has used the space fantastically well. Getting in is straightforward. 4 screws under the stand mounting point at the rear come out first, then a handful more around the housing, and the whole back panel lifts away to reveal the internals. Underneath that, the hardware itself sits behind a solid aluminium housing, which does double duty. It's the mounting point and security that the stand actually attaches to, and it also protects everything underneath. 4 more screws and that comes off too for full access. Inside, the H610 motherboard sits centre stage. To its right is the CPU cooler. 3 flat copper heat pipes run into a flat fin stack, with a compact blower fan doing the extra work. Much the same setup you'd find inside a laptop rather than a desktop tower. To the left is a stripped down power supply that splits power between the display and the system itself. And next to that, MSI's left genuine free space for a second 2.5-inch drive with the mounting fittings for it included in the box. That second drive connects through a compact HDD Power 1 power port and a short-sighted data cable. A proper, considered inclusion. The one small niggle I found is that the SATA connector on the motherboard itself is angled inwards, which makes it a little bit fiddly to work with and feels slightly counterintuitive at first. It's clearly done that way deliberately so that the aluminium housing can still sit flush over the top, and it has zero impact on how the system actually runs. It's just a detail I'd love to see tidied up in a future revision. Down at the bottom of the chassis, firing in the same direction as the I/O panel, are the 2 3-watt speakers. I wasn't expecting much, but they're surprisingly decent. Don't go in expecting audiophile quality, but for voice calls and everyday use, they're impressively loud and clear. Put the housing back on, and it's genuinely difficult to tell that there's a full desktop system in there at all. This is a properly well-engineered piece of industrial design, not just a spec sheet. It's worth knowing this too before you go out and buy one. The Core i7-14700 unit I've got here isn't the only way to get this machine. MSI also offers the Pro AP272P with an Intel Core i5-14400, a Core i3-14100, or an entry-level Celeron G6-900. So there's a configuration at a lower price point if you don't need the full i7's multi-core power. All of them share the same H610 platform, the same dual-channel DDR5, expandable up to 64GB, and the same upgrade-friendly design. If the 27-inch footprint is more than what you're going to need, MSI also sells this same design as the smaller Pro AP272P on a 23.8-inch panel, with the same internal layout and the same range of CPU options. So whichever screen size or budget you're working with, the core idea, a genuinely serviceable all-in-one, carries across the entire range. On the security side, there's DTPM 2.0 for hardware-backed encryption, a Kensington lock point for physically securing the unit, and the Tobii Aware software for presence detection, dimming or blurring the screen when you step away. MSI also bundles its Cloud Center software for wireless backup between the PC and Android or iOS devices. In the UK, this exact configuration Core i7-14700, 16GB of DDR5, 1TB SSD and Windows 11 Pro is listed at Scan for £999.98, currently showing as pre-order stock. Scan's own listing also confirms the same core spec sheet. The H610 chipset, the dual-channel 5600MHz DDR5, expandable up to 64GB, and the free 2.5-inch bay alongside the fitted M.2 drive. I put this through 6 separate testing suites rather than leaning on one number, and I haven't barely touched on gaming benchmarks here at all. With integrated graphics like this, that's not what this machine is for, and CPU workload is where it actually matters. In the Cinebench R23, the Core i7-14700 posted 13,425 points multi-core and 1,970 points single-core. That single-core score is the standout. On the comparison chart, it sits above every other chip listed, including far newer 8-core parts. Multi-core, it lands comfortably ahead of older 8 and 16 thread chips, which is exactly what you'd expect from 20 cores and 28 threads. Cinebench 2026 is a newer, considerably tougher test. This tells a more honest story. Multi-core came in at 3,266 points and single-core at 600, with single-thread at 460, against current generation silicon like the Core Ultra 9285K and Apple's M4 Max. This Raptor Lake chip sits mid-table rather than at the top. It's not a bad result at all. It's just an honest reminder that this is a mature CPU generation, not the newest thing on the market. Geekbench 7 backs that up with 2478 single-core and 11775 multi-core, both solid, consistent numbers for this class of CPU. And Passmark's CPU mark landed at 30,838, the 80th percentile against Passmark's entire world database, which is a genuinely strong showing for an all-in-one system. The 16GB of Samsung DDR5 running at 5600MHz in dual channel scored 3257 on Passmark's memory mark, the 72nd percentile worldwide, and User Benchmark placed it in the 99th percentile for its class. Outstanding numbers for memory bandwidth. Storage is where this system quietly impresses. The bundled 501TB NVMe SSD hit sequential read speeds of 3496 MB per second and write speeds of 3325 MB per second in Crystal Diskmark. Passmark's Diskmark scored it a 28659, the 86th percentile, and User Benchmark called it a 198% outstanding result. For day-to-day work, that means fast boots, quick application loads, and no bottleneck moving large files. And this is where the integrated Intel UHD Graphics 770 shows its limits, and it's worth being completely straight about it. Passmark's 3D graphics mark came out at 2050, only the 21st to 26th percentile worldwide, and User Benchmark scored the GPU at just 3.94%, flatly rating it terrible for anything graphically demanding. Resizable bar also isn't supported on this platform. None of that is a surprise on a chip with no discrete graphics, and it lines up exactly with what MSI's own spec sheet tells you to expect. This is a genuine productivity machine, not a gaming or GPU rendering one. What did genuinely surprise me is how the CPU handles AI inference workloads with no dedicated NPU or discrete GPU to lean on. Geekbench AI scored 2922 on single precision, 984 on half precision, and 5330 on the quantized workload, with individual tests like style transfer and pose estimation running comfortably into the thousands of points. If you're doing lightweight on-device AI tasks, background blur, object detection, that sort of thing, this CPU is doing more of the heavy lifting than you'd expect from a chip this age. Taken together, Passmark's overall system rating landed at 3671.8, the 36th percentile, a figure that's dragged down almost entirely by that weak integrated graphics score, while the CPU, memory and storage components are all performing well above where the overall number suggests. As always, every product on the channel has pros and cons, and this is no different. Let's start off with the pros. This unit has a genuine desktop-class Core i7 CPU inside a literal monitor chassis with no extra bulkiness added anywhere, with a single-core Cinebench result that outperforms chips several years newer. Real, easy upgrade access to RAM and storage, with no gimmicks or limitations, just an actual serviceable design with a second storage bay left free out of a box. It's got excellent memory bandwidth and genuinely fast NVMe storage, both scoring in the 70th to 99th percentile across multiple test suites. It's got unexpectedly capable CPU-based AI inference performance for a chip with no dedicated NPU. A 100Hz IPS panel with proper eye care features, vibrant colours and legible text, making it more than adequate for the office-based professional use cases that this system is built for. There's a strong port selection including 10GB USB-C, Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3 as standard, and a genuinely competitive price against buying an equivalent tower and monitor separately. And then finally, the cons. The Intel UHD Graphics 770 is a clear bottleneck. It's weak across every graphics benchmark I ran, with no resizable bar support, so this is not a machine for gaming or GPU heavy creative work. However, that's not really much of an issue on a product like this that isn't actually marketed for gaming anywhere. On the newer, tougher Cinebench 2026 test, this CPU generation shows its age against current silicon, even though it's still a perfectly capable performer. And it is Full HD only, with no higher resolution panel options available on this model. The Pro AP272P 14M is doing something most all-in-ones simply don't bother with, putting a real desktop CPU, genuinely fast memory and storage, and super simple and easy upgrade access into a compact, portable, single cable package. The trade-off is exactly where you'd expect it to be, in the integrated graphics, but MSI's never pretended otherwise. Judged as the office and productivity machine that it's built to be, rather than something it was never trying to be, this is a genuinely well thought out, all-in-one, with some serious CPU horsepower and specs to boot. This is absolutely a fantastic professional option to consider if you are in the market for a new system for your workspace that will handle any professional workload that you throw at it, whilst also taking up the least amount of valuable floor space too, plus the upgrade paths that allow for a legitimate longevity down the line too. Unfortunately, for those at work who absolutely don't play games when the boss is looking away, then this isn't going to be popular with you. The MSI PRO AP272P 14M is a fine showcase of engineering and design, and definitely show MSI is serious about their hardware. As always, if you are interested, then there will be links in the description to grab one for yourselves. Whilst you're down there, go right ahead and hit that like button and show your love to the channel. Subscribe for more hardware breakdowns like this one, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.